Howdy, howdy. So, you've probably heard the news by now. There's been numerous videos already put out there. Riot has downsized by is precisely 11%. 530 jobs have been done away with. And that's going to affect Legends of Runeterra. It's going to affect all of their games. But whenever I read through this notice and I read through the wider business changes notice as well. And whenever they got to talking about how it's going to affect their core games and they didn't mention Legends of Runeterra, I kind of expected that to be the case because of how Riot has treated Legends of Runeterra since the beginning. But it still really hurt to know for absolute certain that Riot just doesn't care about Legends of Runeterra like it cares about every other game that they've put out. It fills me with sadness that such a beautiful, well put together, just fantastically detailed and brilliantly put together game can be so undervalued by the company that made it. Runeterra deserves so much more than what it's gotten and what it's getting. It deserves to have so much more. And it's not getting it. It's as simple as that. It's not getting it. But, that all being said, I believe that there is hope for this game. Reading through this, and I've read through it a couple of times now, I think that something important to note is this sentence right here. After we have regrouped as a team, Legends of Runeterra will once again recenter and refocus. This time with the rising star of the Path of Champions forming the core of the business. Okay, so what they're saying is, they have about a year's worth of content already planned and made up and kind of ready to go. So they are going to continue with that for about a year, and so things will be quote-unquote normal for about a year, and that will give them time to refocus and plan out how things are going to be done from this new era onwards. And that's what they mean when they say after we have regrouped as a team, because they have a new leader and they have a new focus. So it's going to take some time for them to gather themselves up and delineate exactly what they're going to do. Now, what they haven't said is that PvP will go extinct. They did not say that PvP will cease to exist. And I think that that's very important to note, because something that I've seen in a lot of these reaction videos is total despair. The game is dead. PvP will no longer exist. The game has been murdered. It's over. It's Jover. I'm done. And I just don't think that's the case. They've been making cutbacks for a while now. We've known since the beginning that Runeterra was not a golden goose for Riot. There's been financial troubles with Runeterra since the beginning, and we knew that. So something like this happening isn't really a surprise, but it still hurts. I'm just glad, like, this is kind of a good thing that we even have something to refocus on at all. The fact that Path of Champions exists, that the devs found something that they can monetize, that does bring in money, that has a future for Runeterra, which will allow for things like PvP to exist, that's a phenomenal win for Legends of Runeterra. They found a way to monetize a game that they have had supreme difficulty with monetizing in the past. For the entirety of the game's existence, there's been difficulty monetizing the game. And I think it's truly a blessing that Path of Champions exists at all. And I think we shouldn't lose sight of that, even for those players that don't really do Path of Champions at all. I don't really play Path of Champions very often. I dabble in it every once in a while, but it's not really my go-to thing. I like playing competitive PvP Legends of Runeterra. That's my thing. And I love it. It's the best card game experience I've ever had, online or IRL, and that's never going to change. I don't think that'll ever change. It's just... Legends of Runeterra is such a good game. It's so refined and... the flavor! It's good. It's the best card game on the market. And I just want to impress on everybody who watches this video that Legends of Runeterra is not a dead game now. It will continue to thrive. PvP, I hope to God, will continue to exist in some form or fashion. If they do decide to kill the game by removing PvP, then we will mourn and we will move on. It'll be like Firefly. Great season 1, never got picked up for a season 2 for who knows what reason. Everybody loves Firefly season 1. Everyone loves the movie Firefly made, Serenity. It's a fantastic series, but the devs, the creators, devs, let it down. The financial side is very important when it comes to the continuation of products and video games like this. And that's the world we live in, you know, like, it sucks, but, you know, it just kind of is the way it is, you know, so it goes. But I have hope. I have hope. I think they're going to find a balance where things are going to be... Like, I'm kind of excited for some of the PvE content that they're going to come out with. Because, now that they're going to focus on PvE as the main focus of the game, they're going to come out with better executed and refined PvE gameplay experiences. So I really look forward to that. Maybe they'll come up with better co-op experiences. Who knows what they'll come up with? The world's their oyster. They can come up with anything. I just really hope that they see and recognize the importance of the competitive scene, and that they don't throw it out. Because if they do that, they will be killing the game thoroughly. But I believe that they will not be doing that. I have hope. But we will learn more on the 2nd of February. We're going to have a chat with them. They're going to have a chat with us. And we'll get to know some more of the details about what this change means for the lore community. That is a week and 2 days from the recording of this video. And I will wait anxiously. But that's all I've got time for today. Good luck and have fun out there, y'all. And I will see you in the next vid.